year and how you felt last year, kind of coming to the same decision. Is there more of a sense of finality to it this year?
Yeah, there is. Physically, for the most part, I feel the same, aside from the most important thing, and that's my throwing shoulder.
And
progressively it got worse throughout the year.
So did you.
And, other than that, I can't complain. I mean, I'm very thankful and blessed that I've withstood so much for so long. And I guess it was a matter of time before something broke down. And it happened to be, for a quarterback, the most important thing, and that's his throwing shoulder. So, and it's something that obviously I was able to play with. I don't think I was nearly as productive as the season progressed, but
we ain't no white trash.
That very well could be fine next year, and I'm well aware of that. But then again, it could linger and bother me throughout the year, and I just felt like it was time. I think that was, to me, more than anything, was a wake-up call.
No.
If it did feel better next year, would you reevaluate your decision?
No. I mean,
No.
It obviously is tempting, and I mean that more than anything is the reason why I am retiring.
I'm a drunk pimp.
I mean, I think the team will fare well. I think they will be better than they were this year. And so, I mean, it's not like I'm leaving a team that's on the decline.
He's heading toward the drink.
No, it's nothing I would second guess, no.
Tempting. He said I'd be tempted. If you're still tempted, that's bad.
Didn't come from Tara Sullivan.
Hello.
Hi, Brett. I'm sorry just to be a little bit of a skeptic, but are you 100% certain that you are retired for good?
I have no reason to wonder why you would be so skeptical.
Oh, my God!
No, I'm sure because I have family and friends. Brett, is this the real deal? It is. It is. Believe me. I mean, it's been a wonderful career.
Hello again, everybody.
I couldn't ask for anything more. It was worth a shot for me to go to New York. I wish I could have played better down the stretch.
You guys do Alex Brown yet?
And it's time to leave.
That's not true. I guess part of the skepticism, it sounds like if you were healthier, perhaps you would still play. So emotionally, have you let go of the game?
Yep, good question.
Well, I don't know if a player, honestly, the players that I've talked to, former players, and I've talked to numerous throughout the years.
That's a problem for America.
They never let it go. You just move on. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I can just flick it on and off. Because that's not true.
I had 4.5 secretaries.
A football player, always a football player. The downside of this sport is that, unlike other professions, you can't do it forever.
I've done
it a long time. So emotionally, I'm okay with it. I really felt like it was time. Obviously the circumstances last year were a lot different. But physically, if I felt better, we might not be having a conversation, but I think that...
Which is it? Are you hurt or are you done? Are you hurt or are you done? Which is it? Which is it?
You're welcome.
You're welcome. He's doing it again. Only women reporters, apparently.
Hey, Brett. At any point from the end of the season till this morning, did the Jets, either Mike or Woody, try to convince you to stay?
I talked with Woody today. It was the first time since the last game. Talked to Mike numerous times, and throughout our conversations, he has reiterated over and over that they would like to have me back. And Mike, I think based on what's happened in the past, did not want to be pushy one way or the other. But believe me, I got the sense from day one that I was welcome back, and truly appreciate that. But it was solely my decision, and
Woody Johnson's a footballer.
Mike and I, once again, have talked on several occasions and have sent each other texts back and forth. And
So was Roger
Sent each other
Staubach.
Texas?
Yeah, they sent each other to Texas. You go to Texas. Now you
I'm
go.
not going to
I
Texas.
just
I don't go to damn Texas.
move on. And even though they didn't ask for an answer, I just felt like it was time for, in fairness to them, to let them pursue.
Doing a
He's
survey.
all about the fairness.
Yes, always about taking care of them.
But yes, that was reiterated to me numerous times.
Brothers should pull up their pants.
And just to follow up on that, there was a report on ESPN that said Bus broached the topic with Mike about being released instead of just retiring. So that naturally is going to fuel speculation that you want to be released so you could pursue other options.
It's going to be tough.
Did Bus raise that issue with them?
No.
And would you like to be released?
No. No. It doesn't matter one way or the other. It all comes down to...
No, it sounds like he's just sick of the Jets. He's not retiring.
I think you're right. He doesn't sound like he's retired
He
at
doesn't
all.
want to play for the Jets.
Thanks for being a D-bag.
on, arthroscopic surgery or whatever. But I'm not willing to do that, and I'm not willing to take that chance. And that, more than anything, is why I'm retiring. But no, we didn't ask for release. No.
Thank you.
How bad was I taking it?
You're welcome.
You're welcome, C.
Your next question comes from Tim Graham.
Hello.
Brett, the Jets went into this situation with their eyes wide open as to the possibilities that, it could be 1 year and done, no promises, no guarantees. But with them not making the playoffs, the comments from Thomas Jones and Kerry Rhodes after the season seem to suggest some resentment. The head coach loses his job, and now the Jets are in need of a quarterback. How much of a disruption do you think your 1 year might have been for the franchise?
Frank Barber.
Honestly,
Next question.
That it was more of a positive than a negative. I really believe that. And, I think anyone out
He'd be
there
the only one who believed that.
all of this had to figure that there's a good chance that Brett plays 1 year and is done. I didn't think it would be 1 year and done based on anything physical, but that's the case. I'd like to think that, sure, I wish we'd have gone to the playoffs, and there was a point in the season where we all thought, hey, they were talking Giants-Jets Super Bowl. it was funny talk, but it wasn't all that bad. I think more than anything,
There's funny talk.
the way that I handle myself was a positive, and I'm not concerned about Thomas and Kerry's comments. I think a lot of those guys, as I do the rest of the teammates.
You think Teddy's listening right now?
Venture to believe that it's more of a positive than a negative.
Oh, see,
I really would.
This is Brett
That's
Favre.
just not true.
No, this is Brett Favre trying to say that they wanted me back, but I'm hurt, so I'm going
He's not going to have the surgery.
So I'm going to do what's best for the team to drag my shoulder away like the gladiator I am and leave the Jets in a better position because I'm such a good guy.
I'm human.
No, that's true.
Just like anyone else. And, maybe part of me was fueled by maybe the wrong reasons, but I went into New York no differently than I went to Green Bay.
George Clooney.
I had every intention of leading that team to victory. I did everything I possibly could do on and off the field to see that would happen. But honestly, I really don't know if it was anything to get out of my system. I think I got my answer. As the season progressed, I just said, okay, I finally can't throw the ball like I once threw it, and that probably more than anything is what's telling to me.
Thanks, Brett. I appreciate you doing this.
If his shoulder hurts so much, why was he changing so many plays from runs to passes?
It stopped hurting right before the snap.
Right before the
snap, yeah.
It's so convenient that it's all
Get your mouth shut.
It's all due to injury now.
Have a repeat of last year, a real prolonged will he or won't he process.
It was important, but it was also important to make the right decision. And the day I left New York, Mike and I sat in his office, and he said, look, Brett, whether you're 100% committed to coming back, whether you're 100% 100% committed to retiring. I don't want to know. I want you to go home, get away,
stay there,
think about it, take as much time as you need, and we'll talk later. And that was good advice. And as I thought about it,
you're damn right I thought about it.
Once again, I felt like for my sake and my family and for the Jets organization, sooner the better.
Is this Matt Medicola?
Especially based on what's happened in the past. There's some closure to to my teammates up there in New York.
You stay classy, San Diego.
This is the direction we're going to go in, and in fairness to Rex Ryan, this is the direction we're going to go in. So, that's why I tried to expedite it as quickly as possible.
Your facts are just wrong, Senator.
Brett, just to clarify something as well, did you file your retirement papers with the league today? This afternoon?
Mike is in the process of doing that now, and it may be done. I'm not sure. I had to answer an email that he sent in regards to that.
Well, maybe Mike North knows.
So, whether or not that is finalized today, I don't know.
Thanks, Brett.
You're welcome.
Goober sexuals.
Your next question comes from Mark Cannizzaro.
Your next question comes from Alpha Centauri.
Should I tell people that I am good at sex?
That's the actual question. Part of you that you think will feel a tug from the way the last 5
all right. And a rub.
I know what part. Despite all the great things that you accomplished, obviously, leading right up to 8-3.
What happened then, though? And everything afterward that you accomplished.
I'm sure I'll think about it, but honestly, I think my career in general will foreshadow anything negative.
We got our hands cut out for us.
It's just human nature and the competitive side of me, to think about what could have been, or what I could have done and things like that. But I do know this. Than last year, any other year. I honestly believe I did everything I could do, mentally and physically, and with that, I'm satisfied. It was disappointing the way it ended, sure, but I've had a great career, and I'm proud of everything I've done, and I'll leave it at that.
Redneck.
As a follow-up, I mean, are you comforted by the fact that you really, you have nothing more to prove, despite, obviously, the disappointing ending to the season?
Well, you know what? Going into the season, I was flying up to New York.
Larry wants
I
a
thought
hunk
to myself,
I'm done.
There's nothing to prove.
He wants a hunk.
Go in there, have fun, do everything you can do. You don't have to show anybody anything. And I feel no differently today. And you name it in professional football, and I've done it. And very few people, if any, can say that. And I've received way more honors than I probably deserve. I had my share of mistakes. I had my share of lucky breaks.
But then again,
you name it.
Too few to mention.
No, many to mention.
Cannot win with them for anything.
I appreciate it, Brett. Enjoy the hunting and the golf.
And the texting.
Yeah, I'm done now. After that one,
that's enough.
Hunting in the Gulf.
He's actually talking about me.
Hunting in the Gulf?
Enjoy the hunting in the Gulf and sending people to Texas.
Okay, well, hey, you know what? If I had that, I'd quit too.
All right, whatever. Wait for the miracle shoulder healing. Right?
No, but he'd have to have
I think he's going to stay away, though.
You think so?
He had to have
At least he wasn't weepy. I'll give him that.
Before everyone thought he still might be good, he showed everybody that he was no good.
Your next question will come from a robot.
It's too much.
Your next question will come from some anonymous suck-ass. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, hey, Brett, I loved you when you played. Thank you so much for doing this.
All right, we need to take a break after.